operation of the heart. So before going to the operation of heart, we must understand that our body contains two types of blood, that is oxygenated or deoxygenated blood. The oxygenated blood is utilized by the cells and the blood becomes deoxygenated, and this deoxygenated blood is again received by the heart, and this heart sends the deoxygenated blood to the lungs where it gets oxygenated and again it is sent to the organs. Let us see how the heart operates. So you can see this arrow and this arrow. This is the superior vena cava, that is the parts that are above the heart surface, and there is IVC, that is inferior vena cava, that is the portion that is below the heart surface. So from both the portions we are receiving the deoxygenated blood in this portion, that is the right atrium, and in this right atrium, when the blood gets filled, it then goes to the right ventricle, and after the right ventricle the blood then goes to the lungs. The blood which you receive from superior vena cava and inferior vena cava basically consists of deoxygenated blood. So the deoxygenated blood is pumped to the lungs. The lungs purifies the blood. That means the blood again becomes oxygenated and it comes to this portion, that is the left atrium, and from this left atrium the blood goes to the left ventricle, and from this left ventricle the blood goes to the aorta and to the various organs of the body. So this becomes more clear in this diagram. Here you can see that basically we are dealing with oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. The oxygenated blood initially is pumped to all the body organs, say head, arms, liver, kidneys and legs. So the oxygenated blood, and here in this portion the oxygen is utilized, and after the utilization of the uh, blood, after the utilization of the blood uh, oxygen of the blood, the deoxygenated blood is sent to the heart. From all other organs we are getting the deoxygenated blood. That deoxygenated blood is sent to the lungs, and the lungs will purify the blood, that will make the blood oxygenated, and it will again sent to the heart, and this heart again pump the oxygenated blood to the all the organs of the uh, body. So basically there you can say that the heart is doing a pumping action, that is it is pumping the oxygenated blood to the lungs and oxygenated blood to the organs, in which it is pumping the oxygenated blood to the various organs and deoxygenated blood to the lungs. So we can divide the pumping cycle into two parts, that is systole and diastole. So when the heart is receiving uh, the blood, it expands, and during that time the pressure is around 80 mm of Hg, and when the heart contracts with a force, it is going to contract, and it is sending blood to, because it is sending blood to all the parts on various organs, so that time the pressure is larger, so the contraction pressure is larger, and it is 120 mm of Hg. For a normal person you can say that 120 by 180 is the normal blood pressure of a human being, and during the systole process, that is when the blood fills into the heart, that time it is 120 mm of Hg, and when the in diastole the heart contracts and the blood pressure is 80 mm of Hg.